Let's go! Your boy about to shoot a course record today!
Really? That's awesome. Have you been changing your form? Because honestly, it's been looking about as bad as that farmer's tan.
Absolutely not. Why would I change anything about my form? It's just disc golf, right? I just have to want it more, then I'll be better.
Yeah, right. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. What is up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here, and this week we want to talk about one of the hardest things there is to do in disc golf, yet it gives us the most results in improving our game, and that is the ever difficult topic of changing your form. When it comes to changing our form, we have to understand there is a science to habits, and when we talk about changing our form, there's going to be some work involved in overcoming the habits we've already formed. So the first question we have to ask is, why would we want to change our form? As we were referencing in the intro, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When it comes to throwing farther or throwing with more accuracy, we have to understand two things. The first is that proper mechanics make all of those things significantly easier. And the second is that it takes time to get used to those new mechanics, and when we get used to them, we auto improve as well. So I'll go ahead and address the elephant in the room that I know many people are going to say in the comments, and that is that yes, the more comfortable you get in your form, the better your timing can become, which could make you improve in the distance and accuracy categories. However, that improvement will not be as quick if you have the wrong mechanic. To liken it to another analogy, we're always going to get to our destination faster if we're using a car with 4 functioning tires rather than 4 flat tires. So why would you change your form? Well, plain and simple, because you want to throw the disc better. This sport is so intricate that the smallest adjustments can make some massive improvements in our game. So if you want to throw the disc better and you clicked on this video, you've probably already asked the question, Robbie, how do I change my form? We can't go on this journey until we know where we're starting. The first thing you need to do if you want to change your form is video yourself. I know and have worked with plenty of people, myself included, who thought they were doing a ton of things right, and yet when they watched themselves throw, it was eye-opening at just how off their form was. Having that video evidence of your form lets us know where we're starting as well as what we need to work on. Small piece of advice, I would try to get a friend to record you throwing 1 or 2 shots without you knowing that they're recording. Now, looking at this video could be incredibly uncomfortable, and that's really going to be the theme of changing our form. Your throw has most likely become comfortable because you've done it so many times that it has become a habit that you're going to have to fix if you ever want to see those dramatic changes in your throw. Bringing us to a crossroad, if you're content with where your game is at and you're a super casual player, not looking to necessarily take it to that next level, that's totally okay, and you don't need to change anything about your form. If you can throw the disc where you feel comfortable, then don't touch anything, have fun, and enjoy it. It's just a game. And go check out this video because you really don't need anything else in this video. But if you're looking for more in your game and you want to try to improve and know that it's going to be a little uncomfortable, well, let's head down this rabbit hole, shall we? I want to take a moment to talk about this video sponsor, Flightowel. One of the best tools that you can use to try to get those reps in when you're trying to change your form is a towel. The two problems with the towel though are that they lack resistance in your pull through and your hand doesn't get to hold a disc like you comfortably would, so it feels a little different when you have to actually hold a disc. But don't worry, Flightowel solves both of those issues. The main Flightowel has 2 functions. It's a great warm-up tool that has a pocket built into the towel to give you that resistance while you're getting those reps in and trying to solidify that new amazing form you have. And the handle is actually cut from real discs. They have a massive selection of fobs that you can choose from, so you can find your favorite mold or the mold that you have the most of in your bag and use it as the grip for your towel. For the lefties out there, you know, the only ones in their right minds, they make lefty cut fobs too, so you can enjoy this product just as easily. Not only is it a great training tool, but it's an amazing towel as well. You may have noticed that in like literally every single video that I filmed that I have a towel hanging off the back of me like a little tail. That's a Flightowel Junior. They have the best towels that come in a variety of sizes, so if you want to support what they're doing and support the channel, head over to flightowel.com and use code 128799 at checkout to not only save yourself a little bit, but to have like the best towel out there. I'm beyond grateful for Scott and Amanda at Flightowel. And if you're ever trying to figure out if you actually see me on the course or not, just check for the towel tail, because if you see that flight towel, it's probably me. So now that we have this tool that we can use rain or shine, let's talk about actually starting to change that form. One of the best things you can do is take your form and put it side by side to someone that has a similar body type than you and has phenomenally better form. Usually I suggest pros for this, but another great option you can do is submit it to a form coach. There are a variety of options out there for you to pick from. I'll be honest, the ones that cost money usually are a little better. I wouldn't suggest submitting your form to just anyone, and no matter who gives you that feedback, take everything with a grain of salt. There are certain universal mechanics, but other people have something that works for them and it might not work best for you. So make sure that when you're trying things that you give it a proper amount of time to be tested, but also don't stick to it religiously just because someone said you should do it. Once you've gone through this comparison phase or had your form reviewed, there are a few critical pieces you need to remember as you're implementing these changes. First is that Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't try to go out there and change literally every single thing while you're throwing. Pick one or two of them, work on them for a week, 2 weeks at a time, and then once those start to become subconscious during your throw, then you can add in another element. If you try to add everything that you need to change in one throw, not only is it not going to go well, but you're probably going to mess up other stuff in your form as well. The next thing to keep in mind is exactly that. It takes time. You are trying to break some habits of your old form. So don't think that you're going to go out there, have one great fieldwork session, and bada boom, bada bing, you're throwing 700 feet now. But if you do happen to have that happen to you, let me know in some messages, because you just might be a wizard, Harry. The third and final thing I want to give you is that if you start playing for score too soon while trying to implement these changes, you could forget everything you're learning and fall back into those old habits and let them re-solidify super fast. Last year in the off season, I used the 30-day game changer plan to try to implement these changes to my game, and I still stand by this program wholeheartedly. I think the easiest and most effective way to make changes in your form is to forgo playing rounds for score. Spend that time refining your mechanics and getting those old habits out of the way and replacing them with new phenomenal habits for your new amazing form. Can you change your form while playing rounds? Absolutely. Once again, it's a game and you got to do what makes you happy. I'm not out here trying to tell you that you have to do this, this, and this. I'm just trying to give you my thoughts on how I believe you can improve as quickly and effectively as possible. All in all, it is not easy to change your form, especially if you've had it locked in for a long time. My heart for all of us is that we can choose to focus on becoming that future better player rather than just being satisfied with scoring in a single round today. You, that's right, you behind the keyboard, you are the future of this sport, and I want you to succeed out there on the course. And if this channel's helping you get there, awesome. I am so humbled that you've chosen to watch. And if it's not, let me know in the comments what we can be doing to try to help you get there as well. I'm just one guy talking to a camera, making some jokes. I have my shortcomings, and I don't try to hide those from you. I'm trying to improve just like each and every one of you, which makes me super pumped for the series that we're announcing next week. So stay tuned, and later on I'll try to attach the link right here to it. I hope you have an amazing week, and I just want to say thank you once again for stopping by and watching. But for now, I'm gonna leave you with the birdie.